real quick before I get into the match. I skipped recording some because it was a bunch of people quitting. These two right here. One of them was Infect. I don't remember what the other one was. Might have also been Infect. And then this one was against Scred, but it was like old Scred. It's actually somebody that I know from the Scred Discord. We just randomly matched up against each other. Uh, but here's the mirror match. Um, yeah, I was not confident about this hand. Wasn't too happy about this one either, but I figured that I'm on the draw, and hopefully I just need a land, and I should be okay. And I see this, and I have no idea what my opponent's on. So do the Thoughtseize first. In hindsight, I wish I'd done the Duress first. Um, and it might have, I don't know, it might have been correct to pick the Cauldron. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. I probably should have Thoughtseize the Cauldron, and then I could just needle the Emery in hindsight. But I was worried about the Saga getting a Haywire Might. But either way, I probably played that wrong. And I do not draw land. So I go to Needle. They make their dude an Emery. Needle the Cauldron. Yeah. And I miss another land drop. And I concede. It's unfortunate. So at this point, I still don't know what my opponent's on. I just think it's the Emery Soul Cauldron build. So we go to game 2. So my sideboard plan here, I bring in the Terra Sunders. Yeah. What did I bring in? Terra Sunders. Oh yeah. Grafdigger's Cage. What's the name of that card? Stone of Eric. Um, yeah. So 3 Terra Sunders. Let's see. So I take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 Terra Sunders. Um, oh yeah, and I set it in the 2 Curse Totems. And with this hand, I'm feeling very confident. And I see the bridge, and it's really weird to me that they had bridge in hand. Uh, that I figure maybe they don't know what I'm on yet, which is fair because at this point I still didn't really know what they were on. I thought it was weird, like they said it in bridge against me. So now they know about my stirrings. I'm gonna stirrings because I want to hit a saga. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, play the gardens, play lantern. I'm gonna let them play that Emery and Grafdigger's Cage. And unfortunately, they do draw the Haywire Might. Now, my plan here is whatever they try to might, I'm going to use Mycosynth Gardens to copy in response. Unfortunately, they have Spellskite. That was a blind draw that they got. So plan here is Grafdigger's Cage, and then what I'm going to do is copy it in response to the Haywire Might. Saga, and they just have bridge left in hand. Fortunately, Profane Tutor. So I'm going to suspend the Tutor, keep the Terra Sunder handy if I need it. Yeah, they go to try to get rid of the Grafdigger's Cage. I copy it in response. I really don't want them to have a Soul Cauldron because of the Haywire Might. I need that Profane Tutor to get me Cursed Totem as quickly as possible. So I'm just really hoping they don't have another Haywire Might. And I see the Shredder, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, they immediately shred me, which I don't know is correct. I mean, I guess they did know about the stirrings on top. So Thoughtseize, and they drawn a second bridge. So I'm gonna leave the gardens up still. And this is when I realize that I'm playing the mirror match. Yeah, so I go to Terra Sunder that. I'm gonna let them spell Skite. I will have a Profane Tutor. So at this point, I know I'm in the Lantern Mirror, and the key here is to have more mill rocks than the opponent. So I already have a Gardens, and I know that their hand is a bridge. So all I have to do is play Shredder Bridge, copy Shredder with Gardens, and then I need to kill that Shredder so that they can't pay 5 and get anything back. Yeah. So the opponent concedes at this point, I think, because they know that they're not going to be able to beat this. They they're basically going to have to try to save up the 5 mana, sack the Shredder, get something back, but then I'm still going to be ahead on Shredder, so then they're going to have to sack the Lantern, and I'm still going to be ahead. So we go to game 3. Now the trick about Lantern Mirrors is you side out your Lanterns. And fortunately for me, my opponent did not. Yeah, so opponent asked me, isn't this the version from the Lantern Guy on YouTube? And he's confusing me with Bill DeBoss, who does Lantern Insights. Bill DeBoss played my list once on his channel. So with this opening hand, it's great. I have the Saga, I have Early Disruption, I have Shredder. And I sided out my Lanterns. My side, so I have a ton of good cards. Side out my Lanterns. I sided in. I still have the Cursed Totems, the Terra Sunders, and the Graveyard Hate. So I am drawing nothing but gas. So yeah, he thought that I was playing Bill DeBoss's list, but no, Bill DeBoss was playing my list. Yeah. So they mill me immediately. I don't know that that's necessarily correct. I think it would have been better to wait to see if I play a lantern, which I never should. I shouldn't have the lanterns post board, but whatever. Go for the discard. I see the Emery Spellskite Soul Cauldron, which is really bad for me, really. But um, if I discard one of these two, they're going to be able to get it anyways because of Soul Cauldron. So plan here is to use Saga to shut off Emery. Yeah, they mill me blind. Again, I don't think that's correct, but um, yeah, we're having our conversation here. Yeah, so they play the Soul Cauldron, which is unfortunate. I do not mill them because they have Soul Cauldron. Yeah, so that's everything they got. Yep. So here, it might have been correct to wait on that, making a guy, but I don't think it matters. Um, yeah, so I name Rona just so they can't try to draw extra cards. And instead, so they just block with Rona and then they're going to exile with Soul Cauldron. In hindsight, it was probably better just to grab the Stone of Eric. So they did not side out their lanterns. So I'm going to mill their Prismatic Endings, mill their Prismatic Ending. And now I'm not going to screw up. I'm going to get the Stone of Eric. So that now, as their guys die, they can't just, give their other guys the abilities. So they start milling themselves to try to get to good cards. Oh, and I had a Terra Sunder on top, so they had to mill that. Milling themselves to try to get something good. That creature doesn't really matter. So I kill their Spellskite. Go for the attack. And yeah, they're not going to be able to come back from this. So they just take it. But yeah, Lantern Mirrors, you side out lanterns. Because the lanterns are dead draws. They're symmetric, so you're giving your opponent good information as well.